Hello and welcome to D93 News. It was another jam-packed week, but we have a developing story to tell you about.
Last week here at Yukon, during a routine safety check, one of the drinking fountains tested positive for lead. The district immediately shut down the drinking water and will not be restoring it until we are assured by the DEQ that the water is safe. In the meantime, bottled water is being brought in and meals are being prepared off-site.
We are joined now by John Pym. He is the Director of Safe Schools for the Bonneville School District. John, give us an update. What's going on here?
Last Friday, the Department of Environmental Quality did a check here on the water at Yukon Elementary. They did 4 tests, and one of those tests at a drinking fountain here in the school yielded lead levels that were beyond the tolerable levels for safety.
What about our other schools? Is it safe to drink the water there?
We have no indication that there's any problem with the drinking water in any of our other schools, and so we feel like we're safe to move forward.
When do you anticipate having this resolved?
That is unclear, and what it'll boil down to is what the actual source of the contamination is. Because only one drinking fountain tested positive for the lead, there is some thought that perhaps it is within that particular drinking fountain that we have the problem. If that's the case, that's of course a much quicker fix. If in fact the pipes here at the school are leaching lead into the water supply, that's a much more difficult fix. I think the things that are clear to us are this is not a problem Yukon citywide. This is not a Yukon city water issue. This is an issue of some type within the school.
Well, shifting gears, the Bonavers and Bel Cantos held their pre-show concert last week, and they invited the choir from Rocky Mountain Middle School to perform as well. A large crowd filled the Performing Arts Center for the concert. The choirs performed individually before, and then they came together at the end to perform.
We just thought it was a great opportunity to reach out to Rocky Mountain and include them and let them see the opportunities that existed here at the high school for them.
Last week, many of our schools held special science activities. Students at Discovery were able to visit multiple science labs at the school. We caught up with them as they were dissecting owl pellets.
Mountain Valley also had many science activities planned as they dedicated the entire week to science. The week started with robots, ended with bridge building.
Cause you build bridges and have fun. Yes, it's fun taping them together.
And in between, they learned about this.
Nuclear forensics and radiochemistry.
It's easy to see why Principal Keller was so excited about how the week turned out.
Science Week has been awesome.
But this was about more than fun and games.
Trying to get the word about STEM programs, science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. And if you want the next generation of scientists and engineers, you need to start at first grade, and you need to go every grade after that and reinforce it all the way up until they pick a college.
And this consistency is paying off with each passing year.
Definitely the kids are learning more, and their vocabulary reflects that, as well as the ingenuity that they have expands each year. They become more complicated, more creative.
3 meetings in one day, that's what the Board of Trustees had on Wednesday. The first meeting was with the architects at the new high school. Then they went into an executive session, came out to a regular scheduled board meeting, and then returned to another executive session. The topic that dominated the night was the progress being made on the new high school, and Chairman McBride says there is a lot to be excited about.
We're starting to see this project come together. We're seeing examples of what the school is going to look like. They've come up with designs now that's fitting our expectations, and to see the hard work that's been going into it and now starting to come in pieces together, and it's just exciting.
Well, this weekend, a family of moose caused quite the commotion in Idaho Falls. Earlier in the week, a young moose wandered over to Hillview Elementary. Ironically enough, this was the day before Hillview's scheduled zoo day. During the actual zoo day, kindergarten students were able to see some of the unique animals from the Idaho Falls Zoo. This traveling exhibit is always a favorite in the district. We'll have more from Hillview a little later.
On Thursday, students were encouraged to walk to school. This annual event is called the Polar Walk, and this year felt more like the frozen tundra than ever before. However, the frigid temperatures didn't faze the students at all.
Well, I think this is our 4th or maybe our 5th year doing the Polar Walk. It's part of the Safe Routes to School. We do the Walk to School Day in October, and then I believe it's Julie Sidwell who helps us with the district in that Safe Routes to School program, and John Pym, and they coordinate this. So the Polar Walk is just to walk to school a day here in the winter and bundle up. And
Bonneville High School celebrated winter with a Winter Games Assembly. This has turned into quite the event as it pits each class against each other. The events, which include a human dog sled bobsled activity and a chocolate milk chugging competition, helped build school pride.
TCHS also had fun games for their students to play. Each of the buildings on campus had a different minute to win it type game. We were there for the nail hammering exercise.
Oh, yeah. They think they can do it, and then when they get to it, they can't do it because they don't split them up. They all just grab one at a time.
Sam, we reached the 100-day mark on Friday, and that is always a fun day, especially for the kindergartners who are completing their first 100 days of a lifetime of education.
And also, Phil, Zero the Hero made a few appearances to celebrate this achievement. At Falls Valley, Hero counted 100 Tootsie Rolls with the kids and worked on dividing the treats out evenly.
Super exciting time for our kindergartners, and they love to learn about the number 100, and they've been counting for 100 days to get to today. So this Zero the Hero comes and visits on the 100th day of school.
Meanwhile, at Hillview Elementary, students celebrated 100 days with a surprise phone call to Mr. Weller's 100-year-old aunt. She shared a few stories and gave the students some good advice.
Well, are you looking for something a little more fulfilling? Do you want a job that makes a difference? If so, you'll want to attend our upcoming career fair at TCHS. We caught up with Dr. French for a preview of the big event. If you're looking to start a career with the fastest growing school district in the state, you'll want to make plans to attend the 3rd annual Bonneville Joint School District 93 Career Fair happening this week.
This is their opportunity to meet the principals, set up initial interviews, and seek out the jobs that we know we will have available this spring.
For some, the job fair will be an initial interview. Last year, many who attended eventually landed the jobs they were looking for within the district. Dr. French says successful candidates will be put into a position to succeed.
We truly believe and we are invested in student success by design. Our mission is every child learning every day, and the only way we can make sure that happens is that we take care of our teachers and provide them with those professional development opportunities, provide them with the leadership opportunities, and create an environment where they are empowered to make decisions and to help move our district forward.
Now again, the career fair is happening on Thursday from 3 to 5 in the afternoon at TCHS. The public is welcome to attend. Now, if you can't make it, you can always stop by the Human Resources office or look at the available openings that are posted on the district's website.
The center of the girls' basketball universe was in D93 last week as both Hillcrest and Bonneville were hosting district tournament games. The Bees raced out to a quick start, but Idaho Falls hit some ridiculous shots to leave the Hive with a win. Bonneville ended the season with 15-10 record. Meanwhile, in the Dungeon, the Knights are looking awfully good. They really took it to the Highland Rams in their 21-point victory. The win gave the Knights the district crown, and they'll be looking for more hardware when they head over to the Treasure Valley later this week.
It is awesome. It's something we've worked hard all season. In the off season, they spent a lot of time. It's been a great year, and to finish it off, it's fun.
Well, the Knights will tip off against Eagle at 3 p.m. in round 1 of the state tournament at the Idaho Center in Nampa on Thursday.
Good luck to them. Go Lady Knights. Another week, another Bonneville Bee signs a letter of intent to play baseball at the next level. Ryan Lopez will be suiting it up for Mount Hood Community College in Oregon. He celebrated with a team hug.
Valentine's Day is a time when people show feelings of love and affection and friendship. This could be for a classmate, a teacher, your bus driver, just about anyone you care about. The Student Council here at Yukon Elementary helped facilitate this tradition by doing a Valentine Graham fundraiser. For a quarter, students could have a note and a chocolate delivered to anyone in the school.
Kind of feels special that you have friends and stuff, so yeah.
Sam, what kind of reaction do you think 6th graders at Falls Valley had when they canceled the Valentine's Day assembly?
Ooh, I bet they were sad.
Well, let's go to the tape for the answer.
They were stoked when I told them we're skipping the Valentine's party and we are going to skate.
Stoked is putting it mildly. The students enjoyed rollerblading around the rink and participating in a few zany classics like the limbo.
Well, back here at Yukon Elementary, students are playing an activity that dates back to the 6th century. We are talking about the game of chess. There were more than 100 students at UConn here competing in brackets to see who can last the longest in the game of intelligence.
Chess is the greatest of all board games. No question about that, and it teaches critical thinking skills, and so that's why we want the kids playing. It helps them learn to think and plan and strategize.
Well, Principal Page says many students start out not knowing how to play the game, but with a little coaching, they pick it up in no time.
I didn't learn how to play chess until high school, I think, and it is a complicated game. It's nice to see the young students here at UConn learning it at such a young age.
Yeah, true. I don't know how to play, but maybe I'll learn from my daughter
Someday,
because she
it's
knows
not
how
too
to
late.
play.
Well, that's going to do it for us. We leave you now with a send-off from the dance class at Falls Valley.
We will see you next time on D93 News.